Hello everyone, my name is Elliot Greenwood, and today, as suggested by one of the comments on one of my videos, today I will be creating a pirate chest. Now of course I have a look around some chests and I believe that Sea of Thieves probably have one of the best looking crates and chests around. So I'm probably gonna use some of these images as inspiration just to create a pirate chest. Mainly it's going to be probably just the shape. The other stuff will be something that I will have to come up with myself. So I will be drawing in 32 by 32 pixels as usual, and that's pretty much it. So let's just begin. So the main frame color is going to be something like gold, because gold obviously is what pirates want. Something around orange yellow-ish, something like that. Yeah, perfect. Now I'm just going to sketch out, just basically get a basic shape. So it's going to be like 2 by 2 pixels. So we're gonna make like 5 pixel gap and just go at every 2 pixels and see if that works out. So we're gonna make something like that, and then I'm just gonna create a square like this, and then just keep going sideways down like that. So this is going to be the top part. Let's just call it bottom frame, and then we're gonna create a top frame. Squares like that, and just keep going up, outdent like this, and then just like that. Perhaps it's best to keep it same size as top and bottom. Go 5 levels up like this, and just create something like that. A line like this. Shade this part a little bit up. Shade the bottom part down. Thinking of moving the bottom ones down like this. Then we're just gonna move the top frame like this, and I think the shape works pretty well like this. So we're gonna work with this. So now that we got a basic outline, I'm planning to make the wood completely dark to symbolize very piratey colors. Just get the basic shapes done. Then we can just add a simple handles on here. Nothing too detailed. And then we're gonna add framework, some kind of like golden artwork. Matter of fact, actually decided to change something. Okay, so we got this shape, so this part will be darker. So what I'm planning to do now is try to create a possible sculpt, but it doesn't really work. Let's just go with giant crystal inside, something like this. And it has a metal casing, obviously. And then from this point we can create some kind of shapes that go out from the chest. We can add stuff on top as well. Add maybe another crystal down there. It won't gonna look good. So something like this. And then for the bottom part, go into this frame like that. And it also has some kind of spikes down here like this. Or we could just not add them. These just don't look good as well. So I decided to go with this kind of like a tripod holding a gem kind of artwork. So these essentially could connect, something like this. This kind of artwork looks pretty good now. But what we need to do actually, move this one up. We need to create the bottom parts for the frame, something like this. Because after all, the chests have frames and they have to stand on something. Yeah, let's just keep like chest legs. Yeah, that's the whole shape. It looks pretty good, but we can more finesse. Rather just having boring square, they could be bent in metal. Okay, so now we're gonna start shading this thing. So now I'm going to separate the top and bottom parts, which is easy. Clone the frame, delete all the parts. This one is bottom, and if I just move this, oh yeah, I just need to delete this part from this frame, and that's it. It's separated. Now we're going to shade, apply a little bit texture, because gold should be glowing. It's very reflective, and yeah, you get the idea. And now we're just going to tone the whole thing down, and as you can see, it already gives us a very golden texture. Doesn't matter how much we're going down, but keep some parts glowing, keep some parts should be dark because it's in the shadow. Just fix some parts like that, something like this. And now the top part. So we're gonna separate top again, just because we need the gem. This one is gonna be the gem. To the frame, added more color. Since it's a lighter color, we don't need to add much. We're gonna add a little bit shadow down here on these parts and here. And then we're going to make this whole thing glow, pretty much like this. We can darken around the gem so it would stand out more. And then we're going to texture the gem itself using the same technique. This is how the gem should look like. pretty much. It's very easy, nothing too hard. Tone this one up once, this one darker. Gonna keep this part lighter, this part darker. That's how you should tone the gem, somewhat. Tone it up again, just something like this. Normally rubies don't get that dark, but we can work with this. Now I'm just going to shade down this part a little bit, this one as well, light up this part. And now the final step is the wood itself. Bottom wood. From the bottom we're going to delete the top part, and from the top we're going to delete the bottom part. If we move these shapes around, they are separated. And now we're just going to create a wood texture. So here I'm thinking dark lines down here, shade it up like that. We want the gaps to have slightly darker tone. Add shading around the frames down here and down here, and then we're gonna shade the whole thing downwards like this. And of course we still want to keep details down here, so we're gonna lightly shade up, very lightly. So basically those are vertical plants here. Just tone these things down here, going like this instead of just straight, and here as well, something like this. Tone it up, and then around the edges add shadow, and then we're going to add some light. Then we're gonna fix some pixels around. I'm gonna shade the handles down a little bit, create a lightly darker tone around the gem. That's pretty much it. Pirate chest. The shape itself can be different, it can be bent, it can be straight. It just really depends on how creative you want to go and be. But this is my attempt on the captain's chest, I guess. So basically the whole idea is just a trident is arching out and holding this gem on the top. Could be another gem if it was like a 3D model, but since we're working with pixel art, I think that looks pretty good. What we could do is just animate this chest opening. So take top frame, just slightly move it up while removing some of these pixels from the top. So there you go, a nice looking chest. Of course there's a million variations of pirate chest that we can do, but I think this is like one of the more special and more unique looking chests. Again, this is somewhat inspired by Sea of Thieves. So thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions on what you would like to see me draw, please drop a comment, and I'll see you in the next video.